Ah, Sunshine Duba Cruz, how the heck are you? I'm trying to whiskey whisper for at least the purposes of this video, anyways. How the heck are you? Let me get something fixed real fast, and then you'll have my undivided attention. We'll try something different with both cocktails, actually. I got a little frustrated earlier trying to do something I hadn't done before, so I decided to give that it just monkey with the flavors. Yeah, I've been having mixed results dealing with the egg foam, and I was getting frustrated with myself. I couldn't get it right every time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to set that down for the and we'll go in a different direction. So I thought I'd go in a different, more of a spring flavor profile, if you will. Edit that. So there we go. All right. All right. I am Tony Whiskey Whisperer. So I decided I had an idea for an old fashioned, but I wanted to serve it more. I want to serve it straight up. I didn't want to use a cube. So I chilled it very well. And here's what I got. I'm using a strawberry simple syrup that I made. I added some fresh lemon juice to it. Decided to use this whiskey over here. The Jack Daniels Bonded at 100 proof because it's a bold whiskey. So I wanted a lot of flavor. Wanted a flavor that could stand up to that much. Well, I wanted a whiskey that could stand up to that much flavor. Strawberry to lemon. So strawberry, lemon, but I also use some rhubarb bitters to it. And that is just gorgeous. Now, if you like ice, if you want to keep it cold, hey, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just not a big fan of ice in the glass. I prefer straight up cocktail. However, here's what you can't tell now, but the however is what I did to keep it cold is I dropped a frozen strawberry in there. So I basically put a strawberry ice cube in there. I'm going to be done with it in about 5 seconds. This drink is just gorgeous. Even though I used 2 ounces of the whiskey, half-ounce fresh squeezed lemon juice, half-ounce lemon simple, about 3 dashes of the rhubarb bitters, and wow, that is just good, man. I was trying to channel spring, and the second cocktail is similar but different, right? I was trying to get some of the same flavors, but the spirit's gonna. I changed the game on the spirit. We'll get there when we get there, but I really wanted to do this one with that Jack Daniels because it is very bold, very distinctive flavor. So I thought it would stand up to the strawberry simple and the lemon note, as well as the rhubarb bitters. One for that strawberry Lynchburg lemonade, if you will. Anyways, watch it. That's it. Anybody watching, as always, if you have any questions or comments, please put it up on the screen. If you would like to be part of the video, just let me know and I will send you the link, typically via Messenger. Other than that, I'm just going to keep rocking here. Well, I didn't expect that drink to go down so fast, but man, that cocktail was delicious. So hang tight. I'll be right back with cocktail number two. All right, so with this one, I was feeling more citrus bomb, right? So I changed the spirit. Put this down so I can show it to you here. I used two local products in this. I used the Songbird gin, their Cardinal cast strength gin, finished in port wine. So port wine finished gin at 128.2, basically a Navy strength gin finished in port barrels. This thing is beyond gorgeous. John, how are you, man? John, I sent you the link if you want to jump on. If not, that's fine too. No biggie one way or the other. So but the second product I used in this, so I used that gin, but to sweeten it, I didn't want to use it simple. So I used same company, the Tiaki Da, their candied orange liqueur. So I got that nice herbal citrus gin with the candied orange liqueur to add a little sweetness to it. But to keep it going with that citrus bomb, I used a little bit of fresh lemon juice and grapefruit bitters to keep it a big citrus bomb. So candied orange, a little fresh lemon juice, and grapefruit bitters. So I got it all going on there. I got orange, lemon, grapefruit. Oh man, it's just delicious. That really is good. You know, it's taken me a lot of years to acquire a taste for gin. I've always been a whiskey guy, but over the last few years, I've really been making an effort to understand gin if I wasn't going to like it. And here's what I found: I found most commercial gins I'm not a real big fan of. But I do tend to like a lot of the smaller distillery gins like this Tiaki Da here. This Songbird is insanely good, and they have a few other varieties that are just crazy good as well. When we were on vacation last year, I found strawberry gin from Watershed. That was amazing. Restless Spirits has some great gins out there. I prefer that small distillery gin. I prefer small distillery product no matter what it is, to be honest with you. I had a friend of mine, we're talking about bourbons the other day. He says he doesn't like anything under 2 years old or anything. Anything. Well, anything under 4 years old, I guess is what he was getting at. Is that it tastes too great? And I said, oh, I disagree. We didn't have a chance to really expound on the conversation. But here's the thing: most commercial products, yes, he's absolutely right. You need that minimum of 4 years. But there's a lot of great small distillery products between 2 and 4 years that are amazing. Now there are those skeptics that will say, "Well, Tom, they're adding chips or they're adding staves or using small barrels. If that worked, everybody would do it." And my thoughts on that is, would they? The truth is, just because some of them are doing it and it's having great results, it doesn't mean that these big distilleries are going to pick up on that. Because if these big distilleries start doing what these little guys were doing, it wouldn't look favorable upon them, to be honest with you. They're relying on you buying their stuff at more than it's worth. Those big guys, they want that allocated nonsense, and they're counting on those secondary market guys to keep perpetuating those lies. There's a lot of great small distillery product, craft distilleries with 2 to 4 year whiskey that tastes like 4 to 8 year whiskey. Some of that is the ingredients, some of that is love, some of that's just the knowledge of the distiller and knowing how to put those products together in the right way. Uh, but those big distilleries don't want you to know that. They want you to keep buying their product. That's why they count on these second market shills to keep jacking up the prices on their stuff and keep perpetuating those lies. Anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter. Anyway, gotten myself kicked out of several local groups for saying such things. Because those that are profiting on the second market don't like their hypocrisy being displayed in public. Of course, they know they're being hypocrites. They know they're gouging the public. They just don't want it said out loud. And that's my problem is I won't keep quiet. If you're doing something that I feel is maybe not illegal, but unjust, I'm going to let you know about it. Because unfortunately, it is legal to sell things for stupidly ridiculous prices because you have these morons out there that are going to buy it, and it just doesn't make logical sense. I just won't do it. There's nothing that I want bad enough to buy anything on the secondary market. I bought so many great products last year. Uh, from small distillers. I am not a collector by any means. I will never have a lot of bottles on hand because I drink what I buy. I am not buying a collection just to amass a collection. I don't have that mentality. I don't understand that mentality. I don't understand why folks do. Hey, I have 500 bottles. Why? Why would you have? Why do you need that many? Drink them. Invite some friends over because that's what I do. I will buy a lot at a time, and then I go and I quit buying. We drink them all, and then I buy more. I don't understand the idea of being a collector. That doesn't make sense to me. It's a waste of product, man, and it's just stupid. It's bragging rights, right? How many bottles you got in your collection? 50? Oh, I got 500. Good for you. What do you want, a fucking parade? Drink them or sell them. I don't give a rat's ass, but why would you want that many bottles in your collection? I can't make it make sense. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, I bought a lot of bottles. I bought a lot of bottles on my vacation last year, and I bought a handful since then. But yeah, that was kind of the point. Is I like to kind of get to where I have none again, and then I buy as much as I can afford on vacation, and to do the same thing over and over again. But I never buy anything with the intention of, hey, taking a picture of it, showing everybody, hey, look what I got. Ain't I special? Oh no, you can't come over and drink it. We ain't drinking that. I just don't get it, man. It's like those guys that buy toys and keep them in a box. What the fuck point is that? I don't get it. I've never got it. Anyways, I digress. Oh. Yeah, I bought a lot of bottles on vacation last year, and I've got 3 left. I've got no. Let me take that back. I got 3 unopened left. Is what I have. But I bought a few bottles since then. Here, not many. Maybe maybe a half dozen. Um, but I've got those 3 unopened. That one of them I will probably open up on my birthday. It's a 10-year-old bourbon from Hotel Tango. But then I've got American single malt from a Swiss Grass to open up as well. So, but I really want to try that 10-year-old from Hotel Tango. But I've been trying again. I'm just kind of working through some stuff I've had. We're gonna get to where everything's gone. We'll go on vacation. I'll buy as much as I can, and then we'll do the same thing. I just don't understand the point of buying something that you don't intend to drink. That mentality does not make sense to me. It's like buying food. I'm just gonna leave it on a shelf till it rots. I don't get it, man. For me, it's all about enjoyment. Even if I were to procure, for whatever reason, if the most expensive bourbon on the planet was gifted to me, I would not keep it on a shelf and not open it. I would invite my best friends over or go to their house or somewhere where we can get everybody together and drink it. There is no point to keep any. The best bourbon in the world was never intended not to be drank. Every every whiskey bottled was made to be drank. So yeah, I just don't get that mentality. Hey, look, I got the best bourbon ever. Nobody's ever gonna taste it. Just that mentality makes absolutely no sense to me. Now, the other side of that would be, I mean, there's no point getting drunk on a bottle like that, right? You know, you want to each give everybody a couple ounces until the bottle's gone. That's your best stuff. Then you work down the food chain. Let's do this first. We're gonna relax. Take it easy, not drink this fast. We're gonna pour a couple ounces neat for everybody till the bottle's gone. We're all going to talk about it like the pretentious whiskey guys we are. And then we're going to slowly work our way down the food chain and then reminisce about how wonderful that bourbon was. Because that's what a true bourbon lover does. Because if you're going to leave something on the shelf forever, you're not a true bourbon lover. You're a poser. You're somebody that's trying to look important. Anyway, anyways, I digress. Oh, I digress. Uh, this is nice. So I was. Here's the thing. I came up with this one, or I decided to go. I didn't come up with this one. I decided to go this way with this one, kind of on the fly, because I was going to go another whiskey. And I thought, oh, I got the lemon. I got the I got the grapefruit bitters, and I got this gin. I got the candied orange. Yeah, yeah, both from the same company. So I kind of did this one kind of by accident, but I really like it. That's a very nice cocktail. I am going to submit it to the folks, to the good folks. Unfortunately, I wish I was able to serve this particular gym where I work, but it is in very short supply. But I do want to, I do want to give them this recipe because I feel like it's a great. I mean, it's a lot of ABV. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of proof, baby. But that gin with the candied orange, little bit of lemon juice, those grapefruit bitters, oh, cheese whiz and bacon. That's delicious. Anyways, anyways, I digress. We'll take that garnish out because now it's just getting in the way. I am Todd the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. Hey, I hope everybody's doing all right out there. One more time, we're feeling I'm Todd the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, all around good guy.